I'm not usually on Facebook. I am and I'm not. Um, but whenever I am, wasn't a post about black men and mental health. And I have a special place in my heart for black men. You are loved. And I know it's hard. And I know that you can't express emotions. You can't express hardships. You consistently have to stay strong. And if you, God forbid, say, I love you, or I'm hurting, or whatever, it's like the world laughs. They mock you. They try to belittle you. And emotions is something that we are born with. It's not something that we pick up along the road. It is something that is a tool that God gave us to be able to express how the fuck we feel, what's going on in our brain. And I think the more that we try to dismiss our emotions or to swallow them or to bring them down, I think that is the precipice of why mental health becomes an issue. And what really got me, it's crazy. I posted it, and I meant this for you. I meant this for y'all. And the comment, a very, very nice brother, man, he was like, I'll be advocating for you too, sis. It literally struck my heart because it was just like, yeah, we're really in this shit together. And it's not the fact that I don't like any other race. I love everyone. But being as a black woman, I know myself and I know my counterparts as well. And I know when we're not doing very well. And I want us to do very well. You know, it's almost like we have to play catch up in life. And it's not easy. And I know it's hard. So it's just like, I have a soft spot. I have a very, very big soft spot for black men. And it's not like a romantic love or anything like that. It's just, I see you. I see myself in you. You know, it's like I see pain and I see it within myself. And there's different set of rules with men that it's backwards. Why the fuck can't you say, yo, this shit is about to break me, bro? Like, why can't you say that? Why can't you say when something is too hard? Why has society made this false structure that you cannot express your pain? Even down to our intimate settings, we cannot express our pain. Who are you going to talk to if you ain't speak? Like, you can speak to God. Well, why can't we live in a world where you can speak to God and you can actually speak to someone else too? Why can't you be the person that God speaks through you? Like, you know, like, that's the reason why we're even here. We're vessels. If you're a God-filled, you are talking to God. You're just talking it through a person. But you have to have a godly character. To do a walk alone, it takes incredible strength. And I have walked it. But I take my hat off to you. Because it's like something from birth. And I try to be the best mom to my son. I may not have everything. I may not have all the money in the world. I may not be able to buy him a pony or whatever the fuck he wants or whatever. But one thing I want him to be able to do is to be able to come to me and talk to me. I don't care how many tears. I don't care if he's angry. I don't care. Be able to, the ability to be able to express yourself, the oppression of a voice is the ultimate sin. Like, it's detrimental to every fiber of your being. Like, not being able to express yourself. There's so many forms of expressing yourself. There's art, there's music, there's actually talking, there's facial expressions, body movement, there's your energy, your vibe. That's you. It's all you expressing yourself. And imagine if you're not able to do it. It's Langston Hughes' poem. That's exactly what it comes down to. And yeah, I know, it's just like, yeah, this chick is super poetic. But I don't care. Why is it that we can't speak? Like, we can't be ourselves. And I think that's the reason why I love The Invisible Man so much. Because it is about a man that has lost his voice so much that people have overrun his metaphors. They have overrun his similes so much that he is now non-existent. And yeah, I speak metaphorically because in the book it's literal and it's figuratively, but during that time frame, we're talking about a man that's living where Jim Crow is very big, segregation is huge, and white people in the book just do not see this man as a man due to the pigmentation of his skin. He literally is invisible. He doesn't matter. You're a chair that's a decorative piece in the living room. People walk past you. They talk about the chair. Yet you are not there. And that's what we're doing in society. The post I posted up was an example of 4 black men that as soon as they expressed themselves, as soon as those tears welled the hell up, the pain was able to be expressed. Instead of people acknowledging the expression of emotions, just giving the respect of the ability to give your emotions, they instead chastise, they ostracize, they belittled, patronized these men. They made memes out of it. They made sound clips out of it. It's crazy. How do you think that person feels that if they're able to speak about it, God forbid something else happens, how are they going to express themselves if that's the backlash that happens? So would you rather that person potentially has a mental breakdown and has to go to a hospital? So this way, well, at least we're not going to make fun of you now. And are people going to say, oh, that's sad? Are you going to say sad? It's sad for their circumstances? Or are you going to say it's sad because my reaction to them initially caused this? Like, how are you going to react? I don't know, but I don't like it. But it warmed my heart seeing that I see you, but you also see me. Black man, I see you. And it feels so awesome that you see me. Somebody sees me. In this world of shit, in this world of pain, in this world of not being able to have the dignity of expressing how you are, what your pain is, what your story is, without ridicule and heckling. I give such my hat off to black men, period. And it doesn't matter what status you are in. You can be average Joe, or you can be a complete celebrity. You are not given the privilege of human rights, you're not given the function of biology. Crying is natural. It is innate. This is the reason why you have tear ducts. It clears the debris out of your eye, and it's also a form of expression. You're not given something that you are born with. If we are not careful, we'll be walking social paths. Well, I'm not even sure what the name of the diagnosis is, where a person cannot express their emotions, period. And if you keep, it's like you can force this with reconditioning. If you recondition yourself not to express emotion, I'm pretty sure biologically your brain will be somewhat altered. There's some parts of your brain that will not be as strong and as exercised as much as other parts of your brain because you suppressed it for so long. And how does that act when it comes to time? What is the next generation going to be like? What are the next set of boys going to be like? Are you guys not going to have enough transmitters for expression? Is your amygdala going to be smaller than your counterparts? Are black men's amygdala gland going to be smaller than other races of men? Something to think about. Post-traumatic slave syndrome is a real thing. And it was passed on for generations within our communities. And we have trauma etched into our DNA. So if we see that, and I'm talking about this initially of not expressing your emotions or giving yourself the ability to do this, is this problem going to be the next PTS, the post-traumatic slave syndrome? Is it going to be that? It's like PTSS or something like that. How is this going to equate? And how are we going to be able to break this line of thinking that it's okay to make fun of someone that is in pain? I've never seen some shit like that in my life. How is it funny when someone is in pain? That's like laughing at a funeral. That's literally laughing at a funeral. People are crying from a loss, and you are sitting there making memes of the casket. It just doesn't make sense. Why is it like that? Yeah, I give my heart to black men. I give my heart to black women because we go through so much. And we live in a world where it's not okay to say, that shit hurt me. We live in a society where it's not okay to cry, to have an ugly cry, to have depression or anxiety. It's something where people make fun of you. Do you know how many times I walk around and people have a joke about my misfortune? Everyday people. These people that make jokes, is like they come from all walks of life. And it's just like, it really shows the mindset of people. It's just like, so you think that you're real cool for making fun of somebody that's going through something that's not easy. You're laughing at someone's funeral at the end of the day. And I hope they're okay with that, because you are setting the stage for someone to laugh at you. Everyone thinks shit don't happen to them until it actually does. I pray cancer does not fall in your family line. I pray that car crashes and bankruptcy and whatever else that people laugh at does not affect you ever. Because I hope you're strong enough and resilient enough to handle how you act when the shoe is on the other foot. Now, yes, I'm not gonna say, I feel bad for all of black men. And yes, there are still some black men that will actually make a joke and be like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna laugh at your funeral. And does it hurt? Yeah, actually it does. Because it's just like, yo, I believe in you way more than you realize. And even though you're making fun of the person that's rooting for you, that wants you to succeed, as a man, as a representation of me, as a representation of our community, of our people, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe you just don't understand. Maybe you just don't understand how much I actually care about you, how much I actually love our people, how much I love you. I want you to find your wife and have a whole bunch of beautiful ass kids and have a beautiful house and do exactly what God intended you to do on this earth. I want that so much for you. And it's okay if you are stuck at where I was. It's okay. Because you haven't walked in the shoe. You have not felt the exact pain I felt. And in retrospect, maybe that's okay. Because I don't want you to feel that type of pain. I don't want you to feel that. I don't want anybody to feel that. So it's just like, maybe ignorance is bliss is like, okay, at least you're safe. Because people that can emphasize with you on like, can really, really like, it resonated with me, it usually is a signal that they've gone through something very, very painful. And it's just like, damn, bro, I really wish you didn't even have to go through that. Why is it that being kind and having sympathy means that you have to go through such unbelievable amounts of pain? So it's just people that especially the younger generation, people are like, you haven't seen shit. You haven't seen nothing. You think you know, it's just like, ha ha he he, but you ain't never been, I really feel like it's a harder walk when you want to do right. Not being, because there's some people that have had hard lives, but were very, very, they knew how to get what they needed and to get what they wanted. We all go one way or the other, so people use manipulation, people use guilt, people use all type of stuff to, I'm in bad circumstances, but I need this, and somebody gonna give it to me. And it's just like, not to denounce the person didn't go through pain. Of course they went through pain, but the way they resolved their pain was not healthy practices. So it's just, hear people's story, but also be able to be open not to kick somebody while they're down. It's really strange seeing anyone laugh at a funeral. Like, just doesn't make sense to me. That's like a celebrity hearing my story and have a whole bunch of jokes. And I'm like, you're sitting in a mansion. You have all these things that you're able to acquire, and yet you are still in this mindset. You're still at this level. Why is it that your amount of empathy, kindness, the fact that you don't need to write a public service announcement, a public apology, how come that has not matured? I don't understand. I don't get it. Well, I really think what it comes down to, it has nothing to do with what you acquired or what society places you as. It's all about your character and your mindset. You got $1 million and still be lost. Lost. Honey, you're lost. And you can have $5 inside your account and be wise as hell. And I'd rather chill with a person that got $5 We'll walk in the park and we'll have a ball. We can have a ball walking in the park. Shit don't have to cost money. Shit can be free. No problem with that. Because my intention is not to have to use money, to use your money, or to spend. My intention is to get to know you, to bond, to go to a different level of understanding with that person. Forget that. Like, you can cook. All of that shit. You cook a meal, I cook a meal. We both bring it together. Have a grand old time. And it doesn't mean like you are poor. Like, I could have $1 million in the bank and still, me and you both could have $1 million in the damn bank. I still would be like, can we walk in the fucking park? All that fancy shit is like a distraction of me really getting to know you. And it's like, I didn't come out here. I can enjoy my money by my fucking self. I'm at peace with my damn self. I can enjoy being by myself. I can spend all the money I want by myself. Money is not a factor of me getting to know you. Because that's what it really comes down to. Do I like being around you? Do you like being around me? Forget everything else. All that stuff comes. I understand. We've become very materialized as society. Like, I have not been able to pamper myself and go get a mani-pedi every single week. That wasn't in the cards for me, right? And it's crazy because it's just like, people will be like, oh my God, why is your foot doesn't have a pedicure? Ha ha ha, right? And there's another person that have a pedicure every week on schedule, get diabetes, and lose fucking 3 toes. You gonna get a pedi for what? Or shit, lose all their toes. You're gonna get a pedi on what? So was the pedicure actually worth it? Was it worth it? The materialistic thing, does that actually mean anything? You're gonna say, I enjoyed it while it lasts. Look, all the pictures of my feet. Who takes pictures of their fucking feet every day? I don't think anybody did. That shit's like a fetish if you do. So does it really make sense? You know, it's like, I change my hair. I go to the salon every single week. It doesn't matter what your hair looks like. You can get alopecia next fucking month. What are you going to do then? You going to wear a wig? Okay. It's not your hair, though. You going to get your wig done every single week? Like, none of it matters. None of it matters. It is our character that matters. And it's being able to express yourself in all high vibrations of godly behavior, being God-filled. When you're God-filled, you are going to be joyous. You're going to be a high-ass fucking vibration. You're going to be, damn, I just want to hug her. She's just so fucking nice. Be that person. I can talk to her about anything. Be that person. I wish somebody would be like, you know, and it's really funny because I used to walk around and be like, oh, when you're younger, you have a really stupid perspective, and it'd be like, wow, I could just be standing there and just anyone comes to talk to me and just tell me their life story. Do you know how much of a privilege that is now? I look at it like, that shit is a privilege. That random people can come up to me and be like, hey, you know, how you doing? And they start talking about their life. And it'd be like, wow, you trust me enough to actually want to share this. Do you know what's a treasure in life? being able to be amongst kin and sharing stories. Storytellers are gems. That is what brings in the dollars in the box office. What do you think these movies are based off of? Books. Books are based off of life stories. Yeah, people add, they stretch the truth and they added a couple other shit in there. But the baseline, it happened to somebody somewhere. We're storytellers. The storytelling aspect, and it comes in any form. It doesn't have to be movies. It can be a poem. It can be a song. It can be an orchestra. It has no words. It's just a feeling. Somebody felt that feeling before, and the incredible way that orchestras work is that they're able to convey the feeling that they wanted onto the listener, and everyone in unison is feeling a sense of melancholy, a sense of joy, a sense of grief. Like, it's amazing to see how strings and percussions and all these things can come together and give a feeling. We are very advanced creatures to be able to harmonize and synchronize all of these sounds and words and facial expressions and dance and art and, just to convey one fucking thing. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And why can't we do this in our everyday life? Why do we have to go to the negative? Why do we have to go so low? Why do we have to... You use art to belittle somebody. The art of making memes is artwork itself. You can make memes that is uplifting as hell. Uplifting. I'm pretty sure there's some memes that are NFTs right now. I'm pretty sure. But it's up to you of what message you're going to give. Are you going to make a meme of a celebrity fucking crying and have some kind of witty fucking context on top of it? Or are you going to have something where, wow, somebody's breakthrough happened, yay, and everyone's passing that meme around? Like, yeah, man, I can get behind that. I can dig it. Like, well, it's your choice. And people that create these things and say these things, and they put this shit out into the air. They put this shit out into society for our ears to ring. You are sending out your low ass vibration, and we all hear it, and it all shows where your heart is. And you'll be like, yo, your shit is like deep rooted pain. For you to be able to make something so sad. Your meme is literally someone laughing at someone's funeral. This is how your mind works? Like, that's the first thing I'm thinking. Why do you think this is cute? Like, why do you think this is okay to do? Makes you really wonder. And I don't want this for my black counterparts. I don't want this for anyone. But bro, brother, father, uncle, friend, I want you to be happy, and I want you to be healed, and I want you to be comfortable enough to randomly fucking tell me your life story. You got a friend in my ass, okay? I don't know, and I appreciate that you're rooting for me too, or the ones that are. I appreciate it.